Short breath, chest tightness, wheezing when the weather turns cold. Before you can take a deep breath, you cough a few times and wake up with a heavy chest and a dry throat. Your lungs immediately constrict when you step outside into the chilly air, requiring you to pause and recover your breath. That's not just a seasonal chill after 60. It's an indication that your breathing muscles and lungs are deteriorating. If you don't take proper care of them, every chilly morning turns into a respiratory assault. I've been treating senior citizens for more than 20 years as an internal medicine physician. I see the same pattern every winter. One patient has respiratory failure after a single cold night, another is hospitalized with pneumonia, and still another is having trouble breathing. However, there are a few elderly people who can handle even the coldest mornings with ease. No inhalers, not a machine, no medicine. They can prevent bronchial constriction, enhance airflow, and warm their lungs with just 5 minutes each morning. I'll demonstrate the 5-minute morning routine in today's video, which is a natural method that has helped hundreds of my patients over 60 restore comfort and confidence in their breathing. Watch it through to the end, since a single minor error made shortly after waking up could cause you to have trouble breathing for the rest of the day. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Bond Senior Health, where I discuss simple, scientifically supported practices that will keep your heart and lungs healthy throughout every cold season. Shortness of breath in cold weather is often assumed to be just because it's chilly. In actuality, however, it is a normal physiological response that becomes hazardous after the age of 60. To maintain body heat, the blood vessels in the airways contract when cold air reaches the nose and lungs. This causes the airways that supply air to your lungs, known as the bronchial tubes, to momentarily tighten, giving you a tight feeling in your chest or the urge to cough. Younger folks can manage this with their respiratory muscles. However, after age 60, even a slight chill might result in dyspnea, chest pain, or bronchial spasm due to weaker respiratory muscles, drier mucous membranes, and less elastic lungs. Because they produce less mucus, elderly people's airways are prone to dust and bacteria. Cool morning air makes your lungs cold, blood flow slows, and inflammation starts faster, especially right after waking up. Many older people wheeze, cough, or suffer dyspnea when they walk outside because of this. These subtle daily reductions in lung capacity are the real risk. By the time you start having greater dyspnea due to ascending stairs and talking, your lungs may have lost almost 30% of their flexibility. You may reverse this process by learning how to properly wake up your lungs every morning in 5 minutes. Next section, I'll explain the technique. A simple breathing and movement routine that opens airways, warms lungs, and improves breathing comfort using only your body's energy and no medicines or devices. The 5-minute light breathing, warming, and chest expansion cycle is designed for persons over 60 to open the lungs and enhance natural airflow. Start with deep breathing for 1 minute to wake up your lungs. Stand upright with one hand on your chest and one on your stomach. Inhale slowly through your nose, raising your chest after your belly. Hold for 2 seconds and exhale slowly through a straw. Repeat 5 times. Each deep breath enhances breathing capacity, warms lung capillaries, and promotes circulation. In minutes 2 and 3, do chest opening stretches. Clasp hands in front of chest. Breathe deeply and spread your arms. Release your breath when you rejoin. 10 times. The activity enhances oxygen flow, lung expansion, and chest muscular tensions. In the 4th minute, incorporate both movement and breathing. Exhale softly as you lower your heels after standing tall and lifting onto your toes. This rhythm increases blood flow to the lungs by activating the tiny respiratory muscles. The warm breath at last. In front of your mouth, cup your hands. Inhale deeply, then gently exhale as though warming your hands. Your lungs are waking up as you feel the warmth rising through your chest. Coughing, wheezing, and that constricted feeling in cold airs can be avoided by maintaining your lungs free, flexible, and prepared for the day for just 5 minutes at every morning, before breakfast or conversation. The breathing exercise for 5 minutes is only the beginning. Its benefits for your lungs are multiplied when paired with the proper morning routine and diet. Don't hurry for food or coffee right away after finishing the workout. Start with a glass of warm water, preferably accompanied by a teaspoon of honey or a few slices of fresh ginger. Warm water promotes blood flow to the lungs, keeps the throat wet, and breaks up mucus. Ginger helps relax airways and relieve tightness in the chest by adding a slight anti-inflammatory action. Eat oatmeal, boiled eggs, or warm, low-sugar milk after 15 minutes. This should be nutritious and digestible. Avoid bacon, fried foods, and pastries, which thicken mucus and increase inflammation, making breathing harder. Open your window or go outside for morning air. Once awake, your lungs are sensitive to chilly air, so keep your neck and chest warm. Early sunlight boosts vitamin D production, improving respiratory health and lowering sickness risk. Finally, breathe softly and steadily throughout morning. Your diaphragm expands, oxygen exchange improves, and your day-to-day lungs are strengthened with each deep inhale. After practicing the 5-minute morning breathing technique for a few days, your body will give you signs that your lungs are healing. Your breaths will become smoother and deeper in the first week. Your morning cough, chest constriction, and gasping for air when talking or going upstairs decrease. As your respiratory muscles strengthen, each inhalation expands your lungs. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your mind, sleep, and skin will feel lighter, deeper, and fresher. Having healthy lungs helps your heart and brain obtain oxygen, keeping you alert, balanced, and less weary even in cold weather. By week 6, many of my patients no longer fear the cold morning air. They stopped using masks, steam inhalers, and prescriptions. They breathe freely, pleasantly, and totally. Though slow, the lungs always recover. 5 minutes of deep breathing will expand your lungs and give you the energy and confidence to live life fully again. Numerous patients ask, "Doctor, I breathe every day. How can my lungs still be weak?" Some undetected morning routines hold the key. First, shallow chest breathing instead of abdominal breathing. Only the upper lungs get air when you breathe fast. The lowest, most oxygen-exchanging part is left unused. Time stiffens this region, diminishing lung flexibility and causing dyspnea even in cold air or with minimal exertion. Rushing immediately after waking up is the second error. You get up, open your eyes, and begin speaking or working right away, but your lungs require some time to warm up. It's similar to starting a car without letting the engine idle on a chilly morning. Your chest hurts and your lungs tighten from the unexpected jolt. Drinking cold water first thing in the morning is the third error. Although it may increase alertness, it causes blood vessels in the airways to constrict severely, which restricts airflow and increases the risk of irritation in the throat and bronchium. The last and most frequent error is to sit for extended periods of time and breathe in confined areas. Stale indoor air reduces oxygen and increases CO2. Your lungs become less flexible as your body gradually adjusts to this mild oxygen deprivation. These behaviors don't instantly make you sick. However, they gradually weaken your lungs until you are unable to breathe easily and completely again due to a single chilly gust of wind. Retraining your breathing can feel like learning a new skill if you've been shallow breathing for years, but it will become automatic after a few days as your body starts to recall. Before you get out of bed, begin when you're still in bed. Put a hand on your belly and another on your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose, allowing your chest to rise after your belly. After 3 seconds of holding your breath, slowly release it through your mouth. Feel the smooth, warm, and serene air departing. 5 times over, repeat. The diaphragm, the second heart of your respiratory system, is activated by this easy exercise, enabling your lungs to expand naturally and strain-free. Maintain a straight spine and relaxed shoulders when you sit up. Take a 4-second breath and a 6-second breath out. By increasing blood flow to the brain, this steady beat helps you stay focused and lessens tension or morning dizziness. Put your palms over your chest and rub lightly in circular strokes for a minute to intensify the effect. Your upper respiratory tract circulation, airways, and immunological response are all enhanced by the warmth. If you do this for just 5 to 7 minutes every morning, you'll notice an increase in energy throughout your body in addition to easier breathing. You don't need to work out hard. Proper breathing alone can simultaneously train the heart, lungs, and neurological system in older persons. Above all, let your breathing to establish a consistent, peaceful, and vibrant rhythm for your day. Mr. Thomas, a 68-year-old New Jerseyan who used to be native avid morning walker, is still very much in my memory. But he started having trouble breathing last winter. At our initial meeting, he informed me that my chest would tighten whenever I stepped outside into the cold. Even 50 meters was too far for me to go without stopping. Although there was no illness seen on his x-ray, his lung capacity was over 40% less than the typical for his age. I taught him the 5-minute morning breathing technique and made a few easy changes instead of prescribing a lot of medication. Drinking warm water first thing in the morning, never going outside before warming up the lungs, and taking deep breaths before eating. He returned with a smile 3 weeks later. He remarked, "It's unbelievable that I entered my garden this morning without having to catch my breath. My breathing feels deeper and more steady, but I still cough a little bit." 2 months later, he emailed me a picture of himself standing on a little hill close to his house with snow all around. He was wearing a scarf and a confident smile, but no mask or inhaler. He wrote, "Thank you, doctor. My breathing is the same as it was 10 years ago." I wasn't affected by the fact that he was an exceptional case. It was his constancy. Just 5 minutes every morning, consistent and dependable. No miracles, no medicines. And I think you're capable of doing the same. Just keep this in mind when you open your eyes tomorrow morning. Breathe slowly, deeply, and correctly. The cold weather is beyond your control. However, you can get your body ready to adjust. It only takes 5 minutes a day to warm your lungs, breathe deeply, drink warm water, and maintain a regular rhythm. No costly medications, no sophisticated machinery, just awareness and patience. Your lungs operate in silence. They simply keep you alive. They never complain. However, they will repay you with the freedom of effortless breathing tomorrow if you take care of them today. Give this guidance to someone you care about if it was helpful to you, especially if they have trouble breathing in cold weather, coughing, or having tightness in their chest. Additionally, remember to sign up for Bond Senior Health, as at this age, a single morning routine can sometimes prevent a whole winter of illness. If you want me to share the more complex version of this 5-minute breathing technique, which is intended to help heal lungs after bronchitis or COPD, type breath in the comments section. In the upcoming video, I will take you step by step through the process.